welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Mariam, and today I'm going to show you what a typical Bengali breakfast includes. And this is definitely an indulgence, and there is paratha or porota involved. So stay tuned to see what we make. Alright, welcome back. So the first thing I want to show you is how to cut up potato for our potato stir fry or potato sabzi. I call it chorchuri, potato chorchuri. So right now in front of me, I've already cut up a bunch. This is 4 red potatoes. You can use gold, you can use whatever, just not the big russet potatoes. Stay away from those, but you can use the red ones or the gold ones. So I just wanted to really quickly show you how to cut these up. So what you want to do first is cut them up like this, like slices, like thick slices first. And then layer them up on top of each other and create little slices like this, long slices. And then what I do with them is have them soaking in water for about 5 to 10 minutes. This kind of drains out all of the starch so that when you go to stir fry these, they don't become all mushy. They retain the shape of the potato, the long strips. So this really, really helps. I have a pan that's heating with about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. To that, I'm gonna add about a cup of onions diced, and then one of my cubes that I used from the hack video, the Desi hack one, is just garlic. Okay, so you're just gonna fry this up for a couple minutes until it becomes a little translucent before you add in the potatoes. So I'm gonna drain the potatoes and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so that looks good. I have drained and washed my potatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. And now you're gonna fry these up for a good, I'd say about 10 minutes, and then check on it to see if they've softened up. They shouldn't take very long. But I will show you at what point that I add in the spices. And all the spices are cumin, turmeric, salt, and a little bit of chili pepper. That's it. It's very, very, very simple to make this, and it tastes delicious. So I will show you what it looks like when we are close to being done. Okay, so you can tell that the potatoes are kind of a little bit translucent. So at this point, I'm going to add in my spices. Oops. Okay, so now I'm just going to cook for maybe a few minutes longer and check by kind of pressing on a potato piece to see if they have cooked through. Okay, so my potatoes are all the way cooked through. At this point, I'm just going to add a little bit of cilantro, mix everything up, and this is done. So this is one of the things that I can eat possibly for breakfast, for my Bengali breakfast. And then next, I'm going to show you how to make a Bengali style omelet. So I'm going to go ahead and move this off, and then I'll have a fresh pan to show you guys that. Alright, so now that our potato sabzi is done, I'm going to make another thing that's great to eat with the paratha. So I have a couple eggs here. To that, I'm just going to add some cilantro, a little bit of onions, and then I've got a small little chili pepper in there. So I'm going to add that in. And then I have some spices, so salt, cumin, turmeric, and chili powder. That's kind of the theme of today's cooking video. And then I have a couple of grape tomatoes that I've sliced up. I'm actually probably just going to use that much of it is probably good. So I used about, I'd say 3, or you can use about half of a Roma tomato. So I'm just going to mix this all up. And then I've got a pan over here that's heating on medium with some vegetable oil. That looks good. I think my pan is hot enough now. So I'm just gonna put this in. Oh yes. spread all the tomatoes around and the onions. Okay, so I kind of tilt my pan and let all the liquid fall to one side. That way, when I roll this, the inside isn't as liquidy as initially. So that's what I was doing before. I just kind of tilted to get all the liquid on the top, and then I let this settle for a couple minutes on the top before I start folding over. Okay, so I think the top is good. I'm just gonna go ahead and flip this. Perfect. All right, and then just cook this for a minute and then it'll be done. And at this point I've turned off my heat because just the residue heat that's left over will cook the other side. It's already pretty much cooked, so. Okay, so now I think it's done. I'm just gonna roll it over. And there you guys go. So now I'm going to take off a little bit here for myself. And over here I've got a paratha that this is store-bought, but if you guys like, just let me know in the comments below. I can show you my version of a paratha. My mom used to make it all the time, so I kind of have her way of making it. And then, yeah, so I've got my Aloo Chorchuri or potato sabzi, the egg that's kind of Desi style, and then my paratha or paratha. And over here I've got coffee, but you can have yourself a cup of cha or chai. So let's go ahead, give the potato first a try. There is something about paratha that is so good. I love it so much. Okay. Oh, so good, so good. Next, egg is gonna be hot, but all right. It takes me back to like mornings and mothers. I swear. So, so good. You guys have to give this breakfast a try. Again, it's not something that you want to have all the time. You know, the paratha isn't the healthiest. But it's an indulgence, maybe on the weekends, maybe once, you know, a couple months or something like that. But yeah, let me know if you like this video, comment, share, like, and subscribe to see more. And as always, live life tastefully balanced.